Two Oceans Aquarium. I'm sitting down with Sonia and the beautiful northern rockhopper penguins. One is actually on my lap. Sonia, tell me about the penguins that are surrounding us here.
So okay, we have 9 rockhopper penguins in this exhibit here. They're the northern rockhopper, and they are all with us because they've been rescued. And we call them shipwreck penguins or bycatch penguins. They live on about 7 islands, very inaccessible remote islands.
Yeah.
But because it's quite a common fishing route, you get lots of fishermen passing their islands, and every now and again they might get a penguin, one of these guys, caught in their nets. Instead of doing the right thing and throwing the penguin back into the water, they take the opportunity to have a bit of fun while they're out at sea. The fishermen keep them on board their boats for a number of weeks, keep them as a pet. Then when they get to our harbours here on the southern African coastline, they realise they'll get a fine when they come into the harbours here for having this penguin on board, because it is illegal. They're not allowed to keep wild penguins on board their fishing boats. So to evade that fine, to make sure they're not caught, they throw the bird overboard. But instead of throwing it overboard as they should have done back in their natural environment near their islands, they are thrown overboard in these waters here. By that point, the penguin is generally going to be very hungry, dehydrated, incredibly scared, and so it just will allow itself to get washed up on our beaches here. So people will then find the birds on the shoreline. They will be so weak they'll be able to catch them. They then contact the local seabird rescue centres. Our local one here is Sandcock, and then when they've been rehabilitated, they then get donated to us.
One of these birds was actually found with his legs or his feet tied together.
Yeah, that's right.
Why do you think that would have happened? I mean, I know that we can only speculate, but why would anyone do that?
I know, yeah. When Teddy was found, his legs were actually tied together with wire. And that's how we sort of put the story together of how these birds are restrained on the boats. And that would have stopped him from jumping overboard. And Roxy here also has a piece missing from her flipper. And the assumption again is that that's where she would have been tied on the boat, so she wasn't able to jump off.
About what their life is like in the wild. Why are they an endangered species?
Their natural habitat is a long, long way away from here. So they do inhabit the Indian Ocean and the Southern Atlantic Ocean. And they live on around 7 islands, but their main breeding islands are Gough Island and Tristan da Cunha. Very sadly, more recent statistics show that on Gough Island alone, between the years of 1955 and 2009, there's been a 98% decline. And on Tristan da Cunha, which is their other breeding island, the amount of breeding pairs on that island today, probably less than 5,000. About 7 o'clock in the morning, we open this gate here, and with these birds being so incredibly interactive and connected with us, they follow us off the exhibit. They come through behind the scenes where we all work. They jump up the stairs, which of course isn't an issue. They are the mountaineers of the penguin species, hence the name rockhopper. And they go onto our roof, and then they jump into our kelp forest exhibit, which is our main exhibit that they spend their days swimming in. And when they arrive back onto their exhibits, they vocalise that by throwing their heads back and calling, but it's a very, very sweet noise, and it just means they're very happy.